Hey everybody, welcome to Couch Potato Racing. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I'm going to show off my rig as kind of a celebration video for hitting the 100 subscriber count on my channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed. I hope I can continue to provide some entertaining and valuable content to y'all. So I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy my rig. Let me know what y'all think. If you got any feedback for me. And thanks again for all the subscribes. I appreciate it. See you in the next one. All right, so this is my rig. I'm gonna go over it kind of from top to bottom. I guess before I do that, let's show the room it's in. This is like my office slash hobby room. I'll show my planes here. These are all like Lego brick planes. I was in the Air Force for 7 years, so and I actually worked on A-10s. So I'm a collector of Air Force fighter jets. So the rig, we'll go from, I guess, kind of from top to bottom here. This is the camera that you guys are seeing me on in my videos. And then I've got three 27-inch 1440p OLED LG monitors. I had thought about going 32-inch, but I really wanted OLED. And then also, I guess if you go to 32-inch with 1440p, it's not quite as clear. So I decided to stick with the 27-inch, and I've been very happy with it. Works out great. I do have them angled kind of not great right now. I need to work on that. I think it's like a 40-degree angle instead. I think I probably need to be at 60-degree angle instead of 40-degree, just to have them wrap around me a little bit more. But this is the view I see when I'm driving. And these monitors are mounted on a SimLab triple monitor stand. It's been working out great. Something I need to work on is cable management. It's pretty nasty back here. Got like a surge protector up here to like plug stuff into. I have this light up here to illuminate the pedal area, so that's why it looks quite bright in my pedal cam, because I had this light up here. Just a mess of wires behind the screens here. And yeah, so working my way down from there. I'm using this little like flexi mount for the camera to be able to kind of angle it where I wanted it to. Working my way down from there. I have mostly SimMagic gear. This is a SimMagic, I believe it's the Neo X 330T wheel with their hub, and I've been very happy with it. Has good amount of buttons and stuff that you can configure. Don't use many of them. I don't really use many of them at all when rallying, but yeah, it's worked out great. And then I'm using an SimMagic, it's the Evo Pro wheelbase, the 18 Newton meter. Been very happy with that. Haven't had any issues with it, and it's given me great feedback. And then over here, I have this is a Sim Sports Gadget kind of dash enclosure. I want to say it's like a 7-inch screen, and then within that enclosure there's a Stream Deck XL where I've got a bunch of buttons mapped for different things like recording and a few like in-game actions. And here I've got my H pattern slash sequential shifter, another SimMagic piece. This is called, I think it's the DS8X. And this is what actually broke on me while I was doing the qualifying stuff. About halfway through, it started like not registering my shifts, and I think I've got it fixed. I'll probably do a video on that, and my next video will probably be a video of me repairing that. It looks like it might have just been the connectors inside that enclosure coming loose. I opened it up and got those like reseated, and it seems to be working fine now. Kind of behind it, I've got the SimMagic, what is that called? I think it's the TBRS hydraulic handbrake. Been happy with that. Haven't had any issues with it. And I've got like a little mouse pad tray. This is from Track Racer. It's mounted here to the side of the profile, and actually came as part of this keyboard mount. It's supposed to attach to the keyboard mount, but I wanted to have it kind of on my right-hand side, so I just kind of jury-rigged it to the side of the profile there. This guy, it's nice because it can swivel right in front of me when I need to use the keyboard, and I can just kind of throw it out of the way when I'm not using it. So that's pretty handy. Coming down lower, I've got another mount here for a camera, another flexible mount. That's for the pedal cam, so you can see my pedals. The pedals are Symagic as well. It's their inverted version of the P1000s. I've got the hydraulic brake. I do have one haptic on the brake. Haven't really used it, hasn't been used in rallying at all, since I don't have like ABS enabled in rally, so it's not seeing much use right now. But when I was doing circuit racing, it was pretty handy to have that ABS feedback when that activated. Pedals have been great. Haven't had any issues with them. Well, maybe one small issue with the throttle. I think certain versions of the P1000, depending on if it's inverted or not, the clamp back here doesn't go around fully. So if I were to pull this out, you see that it just falls down. So there's been some cases where I've like pressed the pedal and it kind of bounced back, and then that fell off, and so I have to like, it doesn't sit on there very well. That's probably my one complaint with these pedals. But other than that, they've been great. And then coming back, so the rig that I have, the profile rig, this is the SimLab Ultimate, I believe it's called. And it's very sturdy, been working out great. I've got a next level racing seat, the ERS3. It's pretty comfortable. I was trying to find a seat for kind of taller guys. I'm 6'5", and it's pretty comfortable. There's like one like kind of bar kind of thing right here that's not very comfortable. That's why I have this little like lumbar support pad to help make that feel a little bit better. This is actually from my car, but it's worked out pretty great. Let's see, I think that's pretty much all of the rig. I do have another Symagic wheel here that I use when I'm track racing, which I haven't done in quite a while because I've been focusing on rally. Got my gloves, my headset. I think it's just like a Logitech headset. It's worked out pretty good. And then my computer. This computer I had before I started sim racing. I started sim racing about, I think it was like in October of last year. So I've only been sim racing for about, I don't know, what was that, 8 months now. And been focusing on rally ever since the start of the year. So about 6 months on rally. And this is a computer that I had before I started sim racing. That I use for kind of general gaming stuff, and it's also my Plex server, so that's why it's so big. It's got a bunch of hard drives in there to serve all my media. So I think that's pretty much it on my rig. And yeah, I've been pretty happy with all the gear. I've ordered some more like cable management stuff from SimSport Gadget to help clean up these cables. That's what I want to focus on next. I've also ordered one of the SimSport Gadget dashes that I'm going to mount right here in front of the wheel. It's the DV5 dash. So excited about that. I'll do a little review on it maybe in the future. But yeah, I think that's it. Just need to get those monitors angled a little bit better, but other than that, I think it's a pretty great setup. I did the kind of buy once, cry once on everything. This is like, yeah, this basically everything in here is like my first buys into the sim racing world. So I knew I was gonna love it, so I just went ahead and did the kind of splurge stuff on most stuff and bought things that I thought would last and that I would enjoy. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you to all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. It's encouraging to see people starting to join the channel more, and I hope to keep you all entertained. And have a great day. See ya.